All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, come on, you ranters, if you want to hear the story about a brave engineer. Casey Jones was a roller's name on a 6A wheel. Of course, he won his fame. Well, caller called Casey about 4:30. He kissed his wife at the station door, climbed in the cabin with his orders in hand, said, "This here's a trip to the promised land." Well, Casey Jones climbed in the cabin, Casey Jones, orders in his hand, Casey Jones leaning out the window, taking a trip to the promised land. Through South Memphis, yards on a fly, rain had been a-falling and the water was high. Everybody knew by the engine's moan that the man at the throttle was Casey Jones. Well, Jones said, "Fireman, now don't you fret." Sam Webb said, "We ain't giving up yet. We're 8 hours late with the southbound man. We'll be on time at the furnace red." Casey Jones climbing in a cabin, Casey Jones, orders in his hand, Casey Jones leaning out the window, taking a trip to the promised land. Well, dead on the rail was a passenger train. Blood was boiling in Casey's brain. Casey said, "Hey now, look out ahead. Jump, Sam, jump, oh, be all dead." With a hand on the throttle and a hand on the brake, North Mississippi was wide awake. I see a railroad official said he's a good engineer to be laying here dead. Well, heartaches and headaches and all kinds of pain, all the part of a railroad train. Sweat and toil, the good and the bad, just part of the life of a railroad man. Well, Casey Jones, I'm in the cabin, Casey Jones, orders in his hand, Casey Jones, leaning on the window, taking a trip to the promised land. Ballad of Casey Jones, that old railroad engineer. The song was written about 1900, made famous by Johnny Cash with one of his many famous train songs. A great old train song.